Friday night, you know what that means. Friday night's the night of the SmackDown Royal Rumble Go Home show. Kicking off SmackDown episode 1274 is the Royal Rumble Fatal 4-Way WWE Undisputed Universal Championship contract signing. Now, AJ Styles, LA Knight, Randy Orton, they've already made their way to the ring. Now we are only waiting on one more person to come out, and that is the WWE Universal Undisputed Champion himself, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table. The greatest of all time, the greatest WWE Universal Champion of all time. You're just now tuning into the chat, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications, hit thumbs up, all that stuff. Make sure you go check out all the other content I got on the channel. $1,274. This episode that I'm watching. So while we are watching the contract signing, which is kicking off SmackDown, I'm going to go over the rest of the card. The Viper will be taking on Solo Sikoa. Katana Chance and Kayden will be going against Alba and Isla. So that's going to be a WWE Women's Tag Team title match. Got the LWOs Carlito, Wilde, and Cruz versus Santos, Escobar, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo in a 6-man tag team match. Then we have Tyler Bate and Butch versus Pretty Deadly in a 2-on-2 tag team match. So those are the matches that's scheduled for SmackDown. Now, what's advertised for SmackDown is the KO show with Logan Paul. That's what's advertised, and the contract signing, which is happening right now. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Let's get at least a few likes on the stream tonight, and let's get some more people in here. Come in, join the live chat. Enjoy your Friday nights here with me for SmackDown episode 1274. We got Paul Heyman and Nick Aldis in the ring. Paul Heyman's cutting a promo on Nick Aldis. So let's tune into this.
Like so many other people back there.
Let's tune into this contract signing to see whether Roman Reigns is going to come out or not.
Really good at it, especially in these Paul Heyman wannabe custom suits that you've been wearing. But no matter how good you look, there's no way you can sell this to the board of directors. No way you can sell this to the fine, upstanding people of it. And no way you can sell it to the tribal chief who does call the shots here in WWE, because the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, should be defending the title at the Royal Rumble in a one-on-one match. I don't care. Will you shut the hell up? You're right about one thing. This should be a one-on-one match. I had Roman Reigns' shoulders pinned at Crown Jewel, and his cross-eyed half-foot cousins saved him. But Paul, you speak one more word, I'll come over there and I'll cut bacon off your back. This should be my rematch, but instead, a couple Johnny-come-latelys walk up. You got AJ, you got Randy. All of a sudden, they get to jump to the front of the line and be a part of the match. It should be mine after having a few months off. A few months off? Yeah. Maybe you don't get it. You see, the bloodline tried to end my career, and you walked over my dead body to get that match with Roman Reigns. And you lost. So you're lucky to be even in this match. Luck? You got to be talking about the wrong guy. If there's anybody with a horseshoe planted firmly up his keister, it's got to be you. I'll put it to you like this. You should really watch the bass in your voice when you're talking to me, and maybe go ahead and turn all your attention to Roman Reigns. Oh, it's real good, Genius. You understand that we're not just fighting Roman Reigns, we're fighting each other. Get that through your thick skull. Oh, that's how it works. Thank you for that. I'm glad you explained it to me, because here's exactly how it works. I walk in, I pin Roman Reigns, I become WWE champion. If that means I have to walk over your dead body again, I will do it. The only difference being, it won't be the bloodline that leaves your land. It'll be the man with everybody saying, "Oh, kick it off!" Styles has heard enough. AJ Styles and Dick Diller night answering. The animosity between these two, they're for all to see. Styles and Knight throwing haymakers at one another. And you get some security out there. Nick Aldis is breaking them up personally. There's a SmackDown GM in the middle. Here comes The more WWE officials pouring out of the backstage area, trying to keep Knight and Styles away from one another. This is nasty. Between the man they call the next star and AJ Styles. Oh! I'll try to get some more, and LA Knight happy to oblige. Much to the delight of the wise man. I see what you're trying to do, Paul, and it's not going to work, and I'll tell you why it's not going to work. It's not going to work because later tonight I'm going to drop Solo, and I'm going to beat him right in the middle of this very ring, 1, 2, 3. And after I do that, I'm going to reintroduce to Roman Reigns the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. RKO. Crystal clear message from the Viper for the tribal chief. The wise man get the message. You gotta love that. From the calculated Randy Orton calling his shot. Will he be able to back it up later on tonight when he faces the man that silenced John Cena? That's Solo to Sikoa, and that's the code here on SmackDown. Wrapping up the amazing duo of Kayden and Katana Chance bringing the party and their WWE Women's Tag Team titles to the ring when they defend.
Already went over the card, so y'all should know what matches are going to take place tonight.
We'll be hitting prime time tonight when the prize fighter Kevin Owens welcomes what I'd say is probably his least favorite guest, United States champion, social media maverick Logan Paul. It's going to be an epic edition of the KO show tonight. Speaking of Logan Paul, the U.S. champ, shades on, smiling and all, arriving here in Atlanta, Georgia. What's going to go down tonight when Logan appears on the KO show? I'll tell you what's going to go down, KP, whatever Logan Paul wants to do, because the Maverick holds the United States Championship. In his opinion, he's running things tonight. The following contest is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, coming to the ring by Salida Vega, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Carlito, the LWO. I'll tell you what, Tori, it is great to see Carlito fit and healthy and back in action tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. He's been ruled out for quite some time after a vicious attack by Santos. Escobar, let's be having you folks. 6-man tag team action. The LWO, Latino World Order, against Legado, the Fantastic Next. Question: what would you get with almost $750? Easy.
What did you guys think of the contract signing? Something's got to be said about it, right? Jeez Louise. We're just sitting here chilling. Those of you that are just now tuning in, we're just sitting here chilling, waiting on SmackDown to come back on. Up next, guys, is up next is LWO versus Legado del Fantasma. We are waiting for SmackDown to come back on. Oh, SmackDown is back on. Let's tune into it. We got AJ Styles, Nick. Oh, never mind. All right, it's back on, guys.
Well, folks, Friday Night SmackDown is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. AJ Styles one-on-one with L.A. Knight. That could get ugly in a hurry, as could this. A few fireworks interspersed as the LWO prepares for six-man tag team action. Carlito alongside Wilde and Cruz del Toro. Selena Vega watching her. And their opponent, the team of Humberto and Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar claims that Carlito is to blame for the path of destruction that he's left in his separation from the LWO. It was 2 months ago when a sadistic and calculated Santos put Carlito on the shelf. This attack forced Carlito to miss the Survivor Series, much to the delight of Santos Escobar. We had Escobar join us on commentary last week here on Friday Night SmackDown. He was able to tell us why he believes so deeply in himself, in Angel, in Humberto, and why, as he referred to it, the Legado World Order is going to take over SmackDown. Familia, Legado, family legacy is decided with Angel and Humberto. This has been so unbelievably heated between Santos Escobar and Carlito. Carlito says he's a hypocrite. He says he's not about family at all. He's about himself, Santos Escobar.
Oh, really? All right, now that SmackDown's back on, we can put the background back to normal. You can put the background back to normal, back to the normal background that I had it on.
Watch Santos Escobar. Legado del Fantasma with the last laugh last week on SmackDown. Carlito returning. Some vengeance this evening. Tag is made to Cruz del Toro. Look at the upward trajectory we've seen for Del Toro and Joaquin Wilde since Carlito is coming to the fold. Since Santos has moved on to his own path, it's really allowed for Del Toro and Wilde to shine. Angel answered with a sharp knife-edge chop of his own. How impressive. Angel, almost as impressive as this. Look at Cruz del Toro.
Oh, there he goes.
Spectacular from Cruz del Toro. Tag made to Joaquin Wilde, and we know he can fly. Back elbows for the LWO. Joaquin is here to play. Cover. Early kick out from Angel. Wilde got the fist up just in time, I think, to thwart whatever Angel had in mind. Here comes Humberto. Impressive from Joaquin Wilde. Wow, this was a glancing blow, but enough to take out both men. Wilde thinking about taking to the skies. Gonna turn around quickly. Santos Escobar also sent to the outside. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wilde and Del Toro are gonna fly. Right down Legado del Fantasma. Will tonight be the night for the LWO?
Big question. So this is going to be our big question. I'm going to put it right here on the screen. Will tonight be the night for LWO? All you guys got to do is answer that question in the live chats. It'll be up here on the screen. Will tonight be the night for LWO to beat Legado del Fantasma? Who you guys think is going to win this six-man tag team match? I think it's I'm going with Legado del Fantasma. I mean, Santos Escobar is a bigger star than Carlito. Let's be honest. I think Legado Fantasma having a win over LWO would do wonders for Humberto and Angel Garza, who's been unused, unutilized on TV, treated like crap by Vince and Bruce. I mean, who the heck calls them Los Lotharios? That was a Vince and Bruce idea right there, if you ask me. I definitely think Santos Escobar and his faction are going to win this match. What are you guys going with? Anybody? Hello? SmackDown's back on.
WWE Universe, 6-man tag team action. The LWO, Carlito, Joaquin Wilde.
Is anybody even awake? Is anybody here?
That's gotta do it. My God, what a move. Angel and Escobar gathering momentum now. Drop kick right in the face. Humberto with the cover. There's Carlito. Carlito keeping this matchup alive for the LWO.
Perhaps
Joaquin Wilde as well. The physical transformations of both Angel and Humberto since their last tenure here in WWE. They both added quite a few pounds of muscle there in phenomenal shape. Oh, wow. cover here. Very arrogant.
I didn't think Joaquin Wilde was getting back up as Escobar. Just taunting Carlito. Look at this again.
Double gorilla press. Dropping Wilde face first onto the knee of Escobar. Sliding for a cover to put him away now. Victory is Humberto. The LWO may still be alive, but let's be honest, KP. Legado is dominating this matchup.
Yes, they are.
The legacy of Lucha Libre is at stake here. Yeah, well, that's
Yes, they are. They actually are dominating this match.
Escobar's been very open about how he, in his opinion, is forsaking Lucha Libre. He's carving his own path, developing his own style.
Humberto doing his bidding as well. This is a very dangerous trio of men.
You feel Escobar's stock has continued to rise since making that decision?
Absolutely. Because the entire world has been talking about Santos by name, about Angel and Humberto by name. Not a blanket, not a group, not the LWO, individual superstars.
Whoa! What was that I just saw?
Dream that up. Morgan Escobar can Wilde make the count. This could be the opening to get across quickly, but it's Angel over the far side, wiping out the LWO. Fantastic wherewithal and situational awareness displayed by Angel. He's closing Humberto back inside now. Joaquin Wilde landed on his feet. Great athleticism. Time ready for Carlito. Carlito is cool. He's not cooling down anytime soon. Carlito's raging. Carlito wants retribution. Carlito wants Escobar. Carlito with the drop kick there on Angel. The feather is powered up and ready for the victory. Can he get it? Wow. At the last possible millisecond, Escobar breaks up the fall. Ember's flaring to watch Humberto. Humberto hooks that leg. Can he do it? And just in the nick of time is Cruz del Toro.
Wow, what a match this has been.
Del Toro with a diving headbutt. Escobar connects with a kick.
Yo, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button.
You can see what it
Hit the thumbs up. Don't hit the thumbs down. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you do.
Power into the canvas from Carlito.
Sorry about that. My mic was acting stupid. Anyways, I hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you do. And what did I tell y'all? Who did I tell y'all I was going for? Who did I tell y'all I was going for? I was going for Legado del Fantasma, and guess what? They ended up winning. I think Legado del Fantasma getting over LWO would be great. Would do wonders for Humberto and Angel Garza. And sure enough, I was right.
But now, please welcome my guest.
Halo is like the younger version of Lola.
Gentlemen, tonight you face Tyler Bates
Oh,
and
man,
Butch.
Steve.
Do you feel better prepared facing him tonight than you did at New Year's Revolution?
What an astute question, because
Told y'all I was right.
Much better prepared, because this time there'll be no surprises.
I said I'm going to Legado Fantasma, and it only makes sense for them to win. And
none of that. We've spent
they
the
did.
past week staring. We have been studying these tapes on Tyler and Butch. Because not just some pretty boys, let me say it again, we have some pretty...
Literally just said I was going for Legado del Fantasma, and they ended up winning just like that.
Prepared to beat Tyler Bate and Butch. Yes, boys.
Pretty smart boys as well. The fancy lads have arrived on SmackDown. Not often they came around as the third most attractive person on screen at any given time. The following is a tag team
What the hell? I am not looking. I got my eyes closed. Yeah, disgusting. Somebody get from behind them and take them out. Somebody attack them from behind. You mean Pete Dunne? Tyler Bates' SmackDown debut was literally last Friday. Really?
These are my tissue box covers.
Did Kevin really just have to say that? Did he really have to say that? Oh, boy. Up next is Pretty Deadly versus Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. SmackDown is on its second commercial break. What is the purpose? What do they be having these commercial breaks for? That's what I want to know. What's the purpose of it? Why do they be having these commercial breaks? Why do they have like 6, 7 commercial breaks every Friday nights? When they only need at least like 4 or 5. I just don't see the point in having 7 commercial breaks every Friday nights. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, do the wrestlers really get that tired for them to have, for all these matches to have commercial breaks? At least WWE is producing better shows than AEW right now this year. At least the shows have been decent so far. And believe it or not, Monday Night Raw and NXT is doing way better than Rampage and Collision. Even Impact. Which tells me a lot. Which tells me how good Triple H is in creative. He's very good at what he does as head of creative. He knows what executive directors he needs to have. He knows what writers he needs to have to write all these shows, to produce all the shows. He knows he knows what segments and what matches to put on there, all that stuff. He knows everything in WWE. He knows how to do everything. He knows how to book everything perfectly. He knows how to produce everything perfectly. He knows how to put the right segments, the right matches at the right time. Better than Vince McMahon. Better than how Vince McMahon did it. That's for sure. We will return back to the normal background when SmackDown comes back on. And it's back on. I just turned it to the video background, but SmackDown's back on now, so might as well go right back to the normal background here, the normal screen. I just say normal background. I don't really say screen because it's not really a screen. It's a live stream, but it has a background behind it, and I did good with it. What? LA Knight versus AJ Styles is announced for tonight. How the world are they gonna produce that match? It's 8:40. Are they gonna have time to even produce LA Knight versus AJ Styles when they got Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa to go through? Let's see what Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits have to say.
Well, congratulations. You have our attention. And you know what? This not even smoke. You really won't. Because we are not the ones. But let me remind you who we are. We have a triple crown that always puts it down with street properties. It's the Almighty of the Almightiest himself, Bobby Lashley. Don't let the suits fool you. Where y'all was playing the part of the boogeyman hiding in the dark. We've been the real monsters in the ring. The final testament is a revelation. Fight what you want. We're businessmen. All you gotta do is ask. Look, just name the time and place. We've been on the hunt for you guys for weeks. When we find you, we're gonna show you what real intimidation looks like. Motivated Almighty and the Street Profits. From a ferocious Almighty to pretty deadly. Live here on SmackDown tonight, looking for another revenge. It's a different type of ferocity, KP. We constructed a game plan all week, they say. We're gonna get that.
Pretty Deadly's probably going to lose again, more than likely. Probably going to put Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne's new character over.
And their opponents, first, from Berkeley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate!
And this puts Pretty Deadly over too, pretty
And
much.
his tag team partner. Hell yes! From Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds,
Pete Dunne's back.
Peace, KP. We have talked for weeks about something of an identity crisis being suffered by the man then known as Butch. This is a bruiserweight. Perhaps the most sadistic technical mastermind in the game. Pete Dunne. He was forced into a mission of rediscovery. We saw that last week alongside Tyler Bate, and it looks like in Bate, he's found the perfect tag team partner. A man he's known for over 12 years, but it's a welcome back to Pete Dunne. Apparently teaming alongside Tyler Bate reminded Pete Dunne of exactly who the hell he is. JP, you know him.
It's the return of the NXT, of the Pete Dunne NXT gimmick that we all been waiting to see on TV. It's finally here. I've so been wanting to see this Pete Dunne gimmick for a while.
What is known now as British Strong Style, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne against the duo of Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. Pretty deadly. Two of the
Pete Dunne is back.
in the world right now.
Yeah, I'm glad.
When they faced off a couple of weeks ago, and here we go again.
Happy as a lamb.
That was racing was Tyler Bate, the big strong boy. We got a big boy in Atlanta, another big strong boy.
As you can see, I got a smile on my face. And I'm pretty sure one of my many inspirations, greatest podcaster in the entire IWC, he knows what I'm talking about. Pretty sure he has a smile on his face too after seeing the return of the Pete Dunne NXT gimmick. The Pete Dunne NXT character. Former NXT UK champion.
Oh my God! Dunne's gonna snap Kit's arm in two. But on the ropes, not anymore. Maybe his leg. Something's getting broken tonight. Forget the game plan for Pretty Deadly. Tide made here now for Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate flexing his athleticism, a deceptively powerful superstar. Here we go again with the airplane spin. Watch out, Elton. Oh no. So strong for a little lad. Tyler Bate. A little lad, he's a grown man, KP. He'll bench it 5 weeks from Sunday. The big strong boy is handling business right now. Rachel.
Yeah, sure they are. They really got to handle business by going on commercial break. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Another commercial break, great. That's handling business though, right? They say that's handling business though, right? Sure thing. Sure thing. Yeah, nice commentary. Nice. Great job with that. This is SmackDown's third commercial break in a row. You love to not see it. Or should I say you love to see it? I don't like seeing it. You just had to go on commercial break, man, when you could have let the match continue. But you couldn't but WWE couldn't just do that. They couldn't just give us what we want, a full show, full commercial free. Well, I guess they don't do that no more. They used to. These shows used to be commercial free back in the day, back in the Attitude Era. Well, it's not anymore. Everything has changed. It's a new generation now. Great. Awesome. I never look forward to SmackDown going on commercial 7 times every week. Not 7 times a week, 7 times every week. Every Friday nights. I don't ever have anything to say, that's why. That is... They don't need most people in here. Because it seems like every time I go to a commercial break, everybody leaves. SmackDown's back on. Let's do back into this tag team action between Pretty Deadly and the team of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
That spells potential disaster for Pretty Deadly, but to their credit, Orton and Kid have done a fantastic job of turning the tide.
Come on, y'all, hit the thumbs up.
Cutting the ring in half.
Why don't I see no likes on the stream? What's going on?
At least for the moment.
Y'all gonna get me disappointed. I know I have a Street Fighter team. What it takes Modern Armor this week. Modern Armor was a complete shit show. I didn't like streaming the game this week. They kept putting me on shit teams after shit teams, so I just gave up. And plus, the stream ended due to an error. I couldn't stream the game. There was an error. I can't even resubscribe to PlayStation Plus because of an error keep popping up on the screen. So I might have to use that money. I don't know if that money I'm going to get to resubscribe for 12 months.
When we say big strong boy.
Oh, I can't stand when you can't change your freaking. They need to have the PS4 needs to have an option to where we can change our subscription on the PS4. There is no sense in not having an option where we can change it. And when you try, but when I tried to skip the 12-month subscription, and I do a 3-month subscription, an error automatically pops up when I accept, the payment.
That'll turn your lights out in a hurry. Doing with that Phoenix strength, he's well stacking up. Not showing complete disregard for his opponents, as he has done so well for oh so long. Unbelievable checkers from this fella. Take another look at this. A release modified suplex. Sending Kid crashing down on the elbow.
He does it so well. He does it better. That superplex. I like when he does that superplex.
Shut up quickly by Elton Prince. The time was made up for Tyler Bate. The uppercut floors Prince. Catching Elton Prince. Oh, there it is. The pumping battle. A cracking sight that is. Of a traditional right to King Wilson. And boom! There it connects. Done is legal. Oh, top fins. Yikes! Wow! Tyler Bate going high risk. And now Pete Dunne with free reign to do as he pleases. Man, just broken out his fingers. Oh, there's the bitter end. Pete Dunne for the win.
Pete Dunne NXT gimmick is back on television. You'll love to see it. That's what we all wanted. This Butch character, this let me at him, Scoob. No, that gimmick wasn't good. Let me at him, Scoob. No. This gimmick right here, yeah, I can do. I like this gimmick. They should have went with this gimmick a long time ago, but Mr. Bruce was in charge. Mr. Bruce said, no way, we're giving Pete Dunne that gimmick. We're going to give him a shitty gimmick. We're going to give him a garbage, a terrible gimmick that's going to embarrass him on TV. That's not what Triple H did, now was it? Nope. Triple H simply gave Pete Dunne his rightful gimmick back. Something Vincent Bruce should have did, but no, they weren't going to do it. We all know where they weren't going to do that. We know they have different visions. So glad Kevin Dunn is gone. WWE. Now the only person they need to help is Cruz. That clown. That fat slob. That clown. Bruce Pritchard. The boss said, canceled. Just the way he said it fast. He said, canceled. Woo! We're gonna change the background and we're gonna keep it the way it is until SmackDown comes back on. SmackDown comes back on, we're gonna put it back to a normal background. Put it back to a normal background and go from there. Meantime, we're gonna sit here and chill till SmackDown comes back on. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday night, weekend, or whatever you want to call it. I don't consider it a weekend. I consider it a Royal Rumble weekend. I only consider this a WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view weekend. That's what I consider it to be. Because Royal Rumble is tomorrow night, and I'll be live for the Royal Rumble. That means after the live stream, I got to get started with the Royal Rumble thumbnail right away. You'll see who all I'm putting on it. You know I'm going to be putting Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton on it. Might as well put Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator. Brutality, Miss Brutality herself. Mommy, Rhea Ripley. You guys looking forward to my WWE Royal Rumble 2024 watch along and results live stream tomorrow night? You guys looking forward to that? I think this is the SmackDown Royal Rumble Go Home show. Yes, it is. I was right because they just had the Royal Rumble contract signing. So this is definitely considered the SmackDown Royal Rumble Go Home show. This is episode 1274. SmackDown back on. I'm going to put it back to the normal screen where we had Solo Sikoa, Randy Orton, and Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne in the background here. And I was smart to put Pete Dunne in the background for my stream because I knew that gimmick was coming back to the show. I knew that gimmick was coming back to television tonight. I heard news and rumors about Pete Dunne's gimmick coming back. And the rumors and the news about Pete Dunne's gimmick coming back to television this week was true. It was true all along. I believed it. It's just some of the, I can't help but say that some of the mercs online, the geeks online, the geeks who whine about things that I like to see on TV, things that JD likes to see on TV. They complain, they start throwing shade just because they don't like what they see on television, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, SmackDown's back on. Kevin Owens is in the ring with a mic. Let's see what he's getting ready to say. I bet he's got something for his opponent, Logan Paul. He's itching to have something to say about his opponent. Kevin Owens is the challenger. Logan Paul's the champion. So let's see what he has to say.
I especially appreciate the support because right now I'm about to say a sentence I never thought I would say. Please welcome my guest on the Kevin Owens Show, Logan Paul.
I know, Kevin. I know. I'm not a fan of Logan Paul either. I'm not.
Could you find a more diametrically opposed superstar to Kevin Owens than Logan Paul?
Logan Paul might as well become a professional wrestler at this point. He might as well be completely. He might as well sign a multi-year deal with SmackDown or with WWE. Might as well be a wrestler at this point. What's the point of focusing on other shit when
Logan Paul shows up, he just seems to stumble into greatness.
At least he's not like Roman Reigns, who doesn't really show up. I mean, he's the greatest of all time. Still, he needs to show up on TV. I guess the Roman Reigns is going to show up on his time, I guess. Maybe Roman Reigns is going to show up during AJ Styles and LA Knight's match and probably spear both of them or give one of them the guillotine submission to end the show. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens tonight.
It's a cool graphic, I guess, but it's my show now, Kevin. I am the show. And it starts now. And you know, Kevin, I'm actually glad you invited me, brother, because I do owe you a proper thank you. Maybe you don't know this, but you are actually the reason I'm in the WWE.
Yeah, I agree with them. What? Look, if you're gonna blame me for that one, you're gonna have to explain yourself a little bit.
Sure. I hijacked the show. I'm the guest. Came with a clip. I got a clip. Roll the clip. Years ago, I came to my first ever WrestleMania, and you, Kevin Owens, embarrassed me in front of 70,000 people. No, just like that. You hit me with a stunner, and all of these people cheered. I'm feeling it right now, just like I said, and that was the moment I realized I could do the interview universe. Hey, I don't hear that. Directed at him, he's the reason I became a WWE superstar. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Look, I gotta be honest with you. Obviously it happened, but I barely remember doing that. Because see, of course to you, I guess maybe it was a bit traumatic, but you would remember that. Your first WrestleMania, you're coming in as a guest, we're rolling out the red carpet for you. See, for me, I've been doing this almost 25 years. To me, you're just one of many I've stunned. And especially going into that WrestleMania, I remember thinking, this is just another celebrity guest we're bringing in, because that's what we do. But it turns out you weren't just another one of those guests, because you did stick around, you sure did. And look, I'll give you credit, because I do give credit where credit's due. You put in the work and you became way better at this than anyone would have ever thought.
Yes, I did.
But as good as you are, you're certainly not one of us. You're not a Rey Mysterio. You're not a Seth Rollins. You're not a Sami Zayn. You're not Kevin Owens.
Hey, thank God. Thank God. I'm nothing like y'all, Kevin, and I don't want to be one of y'all. I'm one of one. Let me remind you, I'm a purveyor of viral media, the greatest storyteller of a generation, your son's favorite superstar, marketing expert, your girlfriend's celebrity crush, multi-hyphenate disruptor, entrepreneur, innovator, actor, wrestler, boxer, the list goes on and on. Often imitated, never duplicated, billionaire with a B on paper. I am the Maverick, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul. And you, I mean, you're just you.
Well, look, I don't know what any of that means, but I did. Look, I've heard everything you had to say about me on commentary the last few weeks, all the put-downs about my weight, the way I look, everything. And here's the thing, you can come out here and say whatever you want about me, but I can't come out here and say everything I want about you. In fact, there's a lot I can't talk about. And you know why? It's the same reason that you're the United States champion right now. It's because you are protected. You are sheltered. The second you came into WWE, you were offered all the tools you could ever need to hopefully win a title. And I get it. Why? Because of the notoriety and the attention you bring. And now look at this. To your credit again, you used the tools and you became United States champion. You did that. And now you get to say for the rest of your life that at one point you were the WWE United States champion. And that's great for you. But as far as I'm concerned, and as far as everybody watching is concerned, that is a joke. And it's a joke that's been going on for far too long. And I'm putting an end to that joke at the Royal Rumble.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to any of that. You want to talk about protected? That's funny. The hypocrisy is stunning. Look at your arm. Your arm is protected. You got a weapon on your hand, Kevin. And the only reason that you were able to knock me down is because of that cast. But me? Buddy, I knock people out clean. In fact, all the guys you named earlier, I knocked them all out. One by one, dominoes, A, B, C, D. So like I said, Kevin Owens, it's only gonna take me 1 second to KO you, KO, okay?
Look, man, as unimpressive as you think I might be, here's the thing. All these people that have been watching WWE for the last almost 10 years, they know that I can take more punishment than anyone and get back up. I have been slammed harder, been punched better, and fallen off higher stuff than anybody, and I got back up every time. So let me tell you this, there isn't a punch you can throw that could keep me down for 3 seconds, let alone knock me out. And as far as this cast goes, look, you want to call it a weapon, protection, whatever. I heard you talking about a lawsuit or something if I go into our match at the Royal Rumble with this thing on. So you know what? I'm giving you my word right here, right now. I'm not going to have this cast on at the Royal Rumble. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take it off right now if it makes you feel any better.
Logan Paul with a sucker punch, just flattened Owens. Not him! Nobody gets him a cheap shot. As Owens was turning around, Owens dragging himself back to his feet. KO won't stay down. He's got it! Well, the crowd's fire, taking Logan off his feet. And here we go, a Royal Rumble preview. And Logan Paul hightailing it out of the ring. KO rapid to the outside. They go. There's the right hand. The exposed broken hand. Kevin Owens removed the protective cast from his hand a few moments ago, and will regret it. Courtesy of the United States champion. He's made a promise not to wear that cast at the Royal Rumble when they face each other.
What did I say? You said fix it. And I did not say fix it to you, but I get to my bus and what do I see? I see a viper on your neck. And this is what I'm talking about. We only got one box. We got two of you. And you should him up. And this is, I give you opportunities where you mess around, it's all fun. I'm the quarterback, I'm the backup quarterback. Audibles, hot routes. Yeet, no yeet. Yeet, no yeet. Last week was on me. You named me the tribal land for a reason. So tonight, I want to show you. I'll fix it.
Meanwhile, championship gold on the line here on Friday Night SmackDown. Kayden Carter, Katana chance, they've been fighting chance. And there's a long list of tag teams that want to take their gold, starting with the Unholy Union. That's next.
The women's tag team championship shouldn't even be on television. They should be off of TV. They're not important anymore. The reason why they were on TV is because of Vince and Bruce. Vince and Bruce is not on TV no more. They can get rid of them. Triple H. Vince is not there. Bruce is still there. I wouldn't be surprised if Bruce gets fired. That's when the women's tag team championships will be gone. I think that was a Vince and Bruce idea too. I don't think that was never a Triple H idea. These Vince and Bruce ideas, man, they need to go out the window quick. Now, this booking of this match, this match right here, this match was a Triple H idea. But those titles were a Vince and Bruce idea. Now, I don't even want to see Wendy's on my screen. Get it off my screen. Fuck Wendy's. I don't even want to see Wendy's on my damn screen. They pissed me off. They got my fucking order wrong with junk. Man. Don't even want to get into it. Y'all, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. y'all, I'm back. Friday Night SmackDown's back on. Happening right now is the I don't know if WWE is set to unify both of the women's tag team titles or what. I think that's what this is. Wait. Oh. No, that's not what it is. Yeah, this is a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Kayden Carter and Katana Chance versus Alba Fyre and Isla. So who are the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions? There's one I want to know.
Model. She wants to prove that Damage Control are superior.
That's right.
Competition. Oh, top star for the Unholy Union.
All right. They're trying to impress Damage Control. I understand.
Smart move by Dawn and Fyre out of the gate, trying to gain the upper hand quickly. Carter's locked in the over already here.
Wow.
And a kick out. Kayden Carter kicking out at 2. A ferocious start that was.
I believe this is their first title defense. Is that correct or am I wrong?
They've been busy. Certainly Kayden Carter and Katana Chance.
It's a big one.
Oh, super kick. Just dumped Carter. Covered here by...
They're done.
It's on for the win.
Oh, God.
That would have been the title with epic proportions beginning in short order. Oh, Bailey, while we have you, I mean, we're just days away from the Royal Rumble. You still feel confident about your own personal chances?
Do I feel confident? Come on. I'm the mommy's player.
Is WWE ever going to get Kaylee Ray's name back?
Take out Rhea Ripley.
Kaylee Ray's NXT gimmick back with her name, with her regular name in it.
It's an idea. It's a vision. It's a plan.
I wonder if they're going to get her NXT ring name back or not. Her NXT ring name was Kaylee Ray.
Katana Chance, so impressive. Corey, you always talk about seizing those valuable minutes when you get in WWE, and that's exactly what Kayden Carter and Katana Chance have done. It's going to be said about all 4 of these women as Alba Fyre breaks up whatever Chance and Carter were thinking about.
Yeah, Alba Fyre.
This
Sure.
tag team work.
What is this?
Oh, wow. Isla Dawn punching out. For the win and breaking it up there, Alba Fyre. And Bailey, I'm going to give you this opportunity. Now that you're here ringside, you've got the live microphone. A lot of people have been speculating about problems within Damage Control. Can you clear that up for us?
Look at us. Do you see my best friends right here?
I sure do.
Okay, well then,
I'm not one of those someones.
is this idiot right here one of those someones? You taking Michael Cole's place and being the biggest idiot at the commentary desk?
I just read the reports that you are too. I'm sure that you might be losing a little bit of control of the
you're
group.
reading the reports? What the?
Oh, shoulders down. O'Connor roll.
Let's watch this amazing tag.
Isla Dawn go against the quick one out to win the championship.
Oh my God!
Oh, kicking out at 2.5. Nearly a major
Hey,
upset.
we're taking notes, right, guys? We're taking notes, right, ladies? All right.
We almost saw a new champion. Oh, Katana Chance taking flight.
Back and forth. I'm impressed.
Your team able to sustain much of an advantage here.
Oh my gosh.
Great athleticism. Oh, a destroyer. My goodness. Kayden Carter makes the tie. Bailey, even you have to be impressed by this sort of athleticism.
I did not know about
Here
this.
we go. Oh, my star. A hook of the leg to retain the championship.
Wow. My God. Look at this. Look at this.
But here on
Show them my real champion.
side, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane have the women's tag team championships. You know what that saying, possession's 9/10 of the law?
Guys, look, how good do they look?
Let's see what the champs have to say about that. I'm looking into a crystal ball.
Yeah.
What does the future hold in the women's division?
Oh, gentlemen. You're saying, do we want some? Yeah, we want some, and it looks like we got a tag title match for Damage Control.
Carter and Chance seem to have accepted. We got to make it official. Things continue to heat up in the women's tag team division. No ball, right, Gravy? 1 week from tomorrow, the Royal Rumble. Remember, you can be there. Go and get your tickets. They're on sale right now at RoyalRumble.com as we head toward St. Petersburg Turf Event. And as it is Royal Rumble season, we'd like to take a moment to celebrate the man who created the Royal Rumble match, none other than WWE Hall of Famer Pat Patterson, the first ever Intercontinental Champion and one of the most influential minds in sports entertainment history. A great friend to all of us. We miss you dearly. Happy birthday, Pat Patterson.
Beautifully said, Corey. You're looking live at the Good Brothers and Meat Shit, the OC. It's not going to go for no. It's not going to go for AJ Styles just wants you to know that everything going on still. They've got AJ's back using action tonight against LA Knight.
AJ want help?
Rated M for mature.
Sikoa?
Don't you see? They're the bad guys. We get.
Yeah, does AJ want help? That's the question. That's the real question. I feel like he doesn't need it. That's how I feel about it. Anyway. Why does it feel like my eyelashes are bothering me again? Up next, AJ Styles versus LA Knight. All right, Finance SmackDown's finally back on.
Top-seeded 49ers in the NFC divisional round. It all starts at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow on Fox.
Atlanta's looking well tonight. The sold-out crowd, phenomenal buzz here at the State Farm Arena.
I'm going to take me to Sister Louisa's after this.
We know exactly who Bobby and the Prophets really are. You guys sit like you sit. You stand with this man of this company. I mean, you guys are going to face this place at some point, right? I mean, isn't that the plan? Let me tell you something. The reason we don't get opportunities like you is because we are the disruptors. We are uncivilized. We are challengers. It makes people nervous. So we're not interested in playing your game. As hard as you want. Name a time and a place. I've got a new game we're going to play. Next week, we'll see you face to face in the ring. And then, just then, the whole world will truly see who the real Almighty actually are.
Another haunting message from the final testament. We seem to be on a collision course with the Almighty and the Street Profits.
Yeah, that could very well be next week. But as for last week here on Friday Night SmackDown, Gravy, it was an outrageously good match between Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes. Who would be the winner? Well, unfortunately, we did not get a winner on the night. The collision that unfortunately happened.
It seemed as though Carmelo Hayes was well on his way to earning another victory here on Friday Night SmackDown. It was a back and forth battle, but as Austin Theory went high risk, it did not pay off for himself or his opponent. Our official Ryan Tran forced to stop the matchup for the safety of our superstars. Luckily, Carmelo Hayes escaped without incident.
Please welcome my guest at this time, Carmelo Hayes. Now, Carmelo, last week, as we just saw, it turned into a pretty scary situation, but can you tell me exactly what happened?
Well, Kathy, unfortunately, in the heat of battle, things like this happen. I've been there many times, Austin's been there many times, and thankfully, last week we were able to walk away from it. But what we should be focusing on is that even though I didn't win, I didn't lose. Because it doesn't really matter the circumstance. Carmelo Hayes is going to ball out, because that's exactly who I am, and I am him.
This is insane. You nearly tried to end my career last week. But what are you getting rewarded now? Getting an interview on my show in my city? You know who the hell I am?
Okay. Well, how about we go ahead and we spin the block on that match next week, outside of your city in Miami.
Oh, next week, as in next Friday.
Next Friday.
Well, you see, I'm busy. I got a lot of things going on.
No. You got nothing on?
Fear would love to face you next week, Mello. How's that sound, huh?
Go ahead and I'll talk to GM Nick Aldis and I'll make it official.
Yeah, you got to.
I will.
Hey, we'll see you in Miami, Mello. You gotta stop doing that. What is that?
Party in the city where the heat is on. Friday Night SmackDown is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you buy your auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. We've been seeing a different side of AJ Styles in recent weeks, but I can tell you this much. I've known Styles for many years, and I have seen that look in his eyes before. The phenomenal one is ready for a fight, not a technical classic. I am talking haymakers and ugly sucker punches. This thing is going to be nasty.
And it's a fight that AJ Styles demanded and was granted. This match here earlier on tonight against LA Knight, and it's next.
And just like that, it goes on commercial. Why? Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't even. I'm waiting for SmackDown to come back on. Up next week, we're getting Carlito versus Santos Escobar. We're getting a Bobby Lashley Street Profits, Karen Cross, AOP face to face. And we're getting Carmelo Hayes versus Austin Theory rematch. Finally. And we're also getting Kayden and Katana Chance versus the Kabuki Warriors. How are they going to do this Randy Orton versus Sikoa matchup? I wonder. All right, SmackDown's back on. LA Knight's about to come out for a ring.
The crowd for Styles could be that his opponent is just as fired up and just as hungry for a fight. And his opponent,
Yes, he is.
Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight. Make no mistake about it, LA Knight would have been the undisputed champion at Crown Jewel were it not for Jimmy Uso of the Bloodline, pinning Roman Reigns. And LA Knight wants that chance yet again a week from tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. But remember why we're here, why there's so much vitriol between these two to begin with. AJ Styles originally possessed that opportunity. It was LA Knight who, according to Styles, stepped over my dead body to take the crack at the tribal chief. But can you imagine what LA Knight is thinking? He's just a guy who wants to become world champion. He doesn't feel he stepped over anybody. But LA Knight also received the cheap shot from Styles just a couple of weeks ago. Vice-like side headlock applied by Styles, looking to tear LA Knight head clean off of his shoulders. Oh, man. LA buying himself a few valuable moments to regain his composure, but listen to this impact. Styles face first into the center turnbuckle. This is what it's going to take. LA Knight needs to be this ruthless tonight and a week from tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. And it will be every man for themselves, not only in the Royal Rumble match, but in the Fatal 4-Way for the undisputed WWE cover here. Right in for an early kick out from Styles. Universal Championship matchup, the Fatal 4-Way, where LA Knight, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns will be back. That's the thing, Cody. We saw them coexist. We saw them put the bloodline to the sword last week on SmackDown together. But I'm not sure we're ever going to see that again between Styles and Knight. It was simply an alliance of necessity. Now, this is personal. AJ Styles feels disrespected by LA Knight. LA Knight lives his life feeling disrespected perpetually. It's what fuels Knight. AJ Styles, a multi-time world champion. LA Knight, the breakout star of 2023, looking for that maiden run, that first world championship in WWE. AJ Styles knows what it means to be the top gun in WWE. And the phenomenal one would love to experience that euphoria yet again. Backbreaker to LA Knight. Once upon a time, SmackDown was known as the house that AJ Styles built. Styles is world championship caliber. Is LA Knight? Many people speculate that he is, but Knight still needs to prove that in the WWE Universe. Continuing to prove the doubters wrong is LA Knight. AJ Styles in control here. And AJ, I'm certain, realizes the opportunity at hand tonight to soften up LA Knight, to try to inflict enough damage to where perhaps something's still lingering come next Saturday at the Royal Rumble. LA Knight, I hope, realizes the same opportunity. That's exactly why Solo Sikoa is stepping into the ring tonight with the fight for Randy Orton.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the Royal Rumble's next Saturday.
Fire to the Rumble. Quickly in there for the win. AJ Styles kicking out. And on that note, it was AJ that demanded this match.
I thought it was this Sunday. I forgot it was next Sunday.
We know that the Royal Rumble's only a week from tomorrow. Sure, in that particular moment, you pop up Power Slam by night. AJ questioning his decision to make the challenge. But I still stand by my assessment. Both of these athletes have a golden opportunity 8 days before one of the biggest matches of both their careers. The Undisputed Championship has never been in as much peril as Roman Reigns has been holding it now for 1,237 days. I assure you right now. Oh man!
Yeah.
The Tribal Chief is watching each and every movement made by both Styles and Knight. AJ Styles seems to be getting quicker.
Well, I have to go to Royal Rumble, watch along the results scheduled for, I don't have the schedule, but I have the schedule for next week posted in the schedule tab. I have the schedule for next week posted in the schedule tab.
It seems like it unlocked something deep in the psyche of the phenomenal one. But look at the intensity in the eyes of the megastar. Dribble in AJ's head here on the announce desk. And Trey Young jealous. Oh no.
It'll be posted Sunday
Trey Young jealous. Here comes the guy
at 4 o'clock p.m.
Jimmy Uso. What do they say about better late than never? Obviously, Jimmy and Solo failed last week to fix the problem. We heard Solo Sikoa earlier. Yeah, but we also heard Roman Reigns earlier. In no uncertain terms. Letting Jimmy Uso know that the order still stands, that the issue must be addressed. Speaking of Solo, the diversion was created by Jimmy Uso in the entrance, and the havoc is being reaped by the tribal heir. They were out to decimate Styles and LA Knight. Styles across the steel steps. Solo Sikoa, the street champ, the enforcer of the bloodline, doing Roman's bidding. This is a man who still has a match to come tonight against Randy Orton. Solo earlier in the night, who admitted fault, who shouldered the responsibility at last week's failure to fix the issue. Now the enforcer is the problem solver. Another devastating Samoan spike delivered to Styles this time. With a ferocity on the face of Solo. 2 down. 1 to go. That's Randy Orton. Get out here now. It's main event time. Okay, when you turn around, you're gonna.
What the heck? Is this about to be a 3-on-2 handicap match? I hope we ain't getting that again. Oh.
GM Nick Aldis. Remember, Nick Aldis has obtained 3 of the 4 signatures for our Royal Rumble Undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. The one name missing, Roman Reigns. And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing at 275 pounds, Randy Orton! But JP, also remember the warning issued by the Viper that kicked off Friday Night SmackDown tonight after Paul Heyman informed Nick Aldis that Roman wasn't signing. Randy said, I don't care if I have to RKO him myself. Reigns will sign the contract. But there is a big speed bump looming between Randy Orton and the Royal Rumble. His name is Solo Sikoa, and he has already taken out 2 of Roman's 3 opponents. Of course, the Viper doesn't forget easily. He doesn't forget about 18 months ago, and he doesn't forget about last week when Solo Sikoa hit the Samoan spike on Orton. Orton would then re-emerge and put Solo through the announce desk. Solo is standing once again, ready for a fight, and has just taken LA Knight and AJ Styles out of the equation for the moment. Will Randy Orton fare better? That remains to be seen. This
match is not going to last at all.
Between Orton and Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, who rose to prominence
It goes up
while
for
Randy
10.
Orton is on the sidelines. You see Randy Orton almost trying to figure out Solo, trying to solve the tribal error before the opening bell. This classic Orton strategy. As our great friend and broadcast partner JBL so eloquently says, if you were to build a sports entertainer from the ground up, the end result would be Randy Orton. Looking better than ever as the bell rings. Randy Orton, Solo Sikoa. Tonight's main event is sponsored by eBay Motors. Quick slap to Orton. Takes him down off his feet. Solo possesses that game-changing power. It only takes one strike, one impact. He could do it. Orton may be done. Crushing Orton's skull against the turnbuckle. Randy Orton just melted out of the ring to the floor. Solo giving chase. If nothing else, the tribal heir has proven to be a man of his word. When Solo delivers a promise to the tribal chief, Solo follows through. But this is Randy Orton we're talking about. Orton looking for answers here. The Solo hammering away at the back of Randy Orton's neck. Orton suffering a taste of his own medicine, being driven into our table. And now the steel ring stairs. This is where Solo Sikoa can feast. It's the enforcer on top here in our main event.
SmackDown should be back on in a minute, guys. There it is. It's back on now.
But the Viper looking to turn the table. Oh, Solo just announced this. Just like last week. Solo meeting a fate that so many superstars have before, courtesy of Orton. Corey, we don't see Solo Sikoa manhandled like that by anybody. Oh, but look how quickly Solo is back in the fight. Think about this, KP. We are just feet away from SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, who made the match official for the Royal Rumble. But Solo has almost single-handedly spoiled that tonight. No way. No way. Oh, look at Orton summoned the power and spiked Solo. Ryan DDT in the elation from the sold-out crowd here in Atlanta, Georgia. Orton is coiled. The Viper ready to strike. But Solo Sikoa has buckled. Jimmy Uso is back again. LA Knight. The Defiant One just dropped Jimmy Uso from behind. Get on this, AJ Styles. Jimmy Uso lost into the entryway, and Styles now making a beeline toward the ring. But is he coming for Knight? Is he coming for Orton? Turn around, Randy. RKO! Randy Orton! Solo Sikoa! Here's your winner, Randy Orton! Against all odds, Randy Orton able to stop Solo Sikoa tonight. Tomorrow, these three men are all scheduled to challenge Roman Reigns for the Royal Rumble, but the contract is yet to be signed by Roman. There ain't no temporary alliance here. This is every man for themselves. With the RKO, flattening LA Knight. Turns his attention to AJ Styles. RKO to the phenomenal. Randy's flying. Superman puts you on. Reigns has signed the contract, but made sure to humiliate Nick Aldis in the process. And this could be a preview of what's going down at Tropicana Field with the undisputed WWE Universal title on the line. The familiar sight of the tribal chief poised for battle. Stalking Orton and ready to pounce. Reigns. Is that the RKO that could shatter Roman's historic reign? This was the moment Reigns appeared. Superman punch to Orton. Randy went down, but it would ultimately be Orton who obtained the last laugh from out of nowhere. RKO. Reigns has signed the contract. It's going down 1 week from tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. The ink is dry, but the Viper's venom still flows.
Get ready for the NFC Divisional Playoffs on Fox. Christian McCaffrey leads the top-seeded Niners.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. I'm going to where I'll be back with the SmackDown results. We'll go over the SmackDown results here in about 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a short break real quick. SmackDown can do it, so can I. I'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm back. It's time to go over your SmackDown results coming out of SmackDown episode 174. So, my question to you is, did you guys enjoy the show tonight? Did you like it? Let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know whether it was a decent show, average show, or smack bang in the middle or not. I didn't see really nothing wrong with it from the start. Matches, they need to it could have been, the in-ring matches could have been better. I think the in-ring stuff needs to improve a little bit. I think the greatest thing of this entire show was the KO show with Wilde and Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa, and Pete Dunne's gimmick coming back to television. Those were the best things of the entire show. In my honest opinion, those were the three best things of the entire show. And the contract signing. And the contract signing as well. Honestly, I would rank the contract signing as number one of the entire show. Solo Sikoa versus Randy Orton. The contract signing, number one. Number two, the KO show with Logan Paul. Number three, Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa. Number four, the Pete Dunne gimmick. Those were the greatest things of the entire show. All right. It's now time to go over your SmackDown results. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. All right. So, Friday Night SmackDown kicked off with the contract signing, per usual, of course. Of course, they're always going to kick off with a contract, with any contract signing. So, inside the sold-out State Farm Arena, LA Knight, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton all entered the arena and signed the contract for their Royal Rumble title match against the Tribal Chief. My eyelashes on the right side are fucking irritating the shit out of me. Something is in my eye and it's not trying to come out. I don't know if it's my nerves or if it's my OCD. But anyways, only for Paul Heyman to inform them and SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldez that Reigns will not be signing the contract. So Aldez threatened to strip Reigns of the title. Styles and Knight came to blows, and Orton threatened Heyman with an RKO to close out the segment, pretty much. It was a very, very good segment tonight. I enjoyed it. It was great. That was a great way to kick off SmackDown episode 1274. This got the crowd easily fired up. And it set the stage for a potential match between Styles and Knight, which presumably happened tonight. Well, actually, no, it didn't happen because it got interrupted by the Bloodline. By the Bloodline's Solo Sikoa. And I think Jimmy Uso as well. I think Jimmy Uso was out there. We'll go over that match here in a few minutes. We're going to move on to LWO versus Santos Escobar, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo. Not only is my eyelashes bothering me, but I think my sinuses are bothering me too, because my nose has been making noise a lot. And doesn't sound good. Anyways, Carlito's obsession with revenge on Santos Escobar cost him Cruz, Del Toro, and Wilde Friday's opening six-man tag against his rival, Angel and Humberto. The babyfaces mounted a comeback late, fighting back against Escobar on the strength of Carlito's Fury Barrage. An alert, Escobar took advantage of the second generation Stars outslot and scored the win for his time, leaving Carlito fumbling. Now, the champ win builds pretty much. I would say the champ win builds heat for the heels. Carlito has unfinished business with Escobar, and the match was a quality, somewhat of a quality tag match to boot. All right. Moving on to Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus Pretty Deadly. Great to see Pete Dunne's gimmick back on TV. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I am happy. Happy to see his gimmick back on TV. Very, very happy. I'm pretty sure JD is too. And I'm pretty sure he has a smile on his face right now, just like I had a smile on my face when I saw it on my TV screen. When I saw the return of his gimmick from NXT. Wrestling fans rejoiced Friday with the return of Pete Dunne after years of the talented Brit portraying that "Let me in, Scoop" gimmick of the Brawling Brutes. The Broserweight, Kit Wilson, and Elton Prince of Pretty Dead. Punching them with joint manipulation early, tossing them around the ring, or should I say around the square circle later. en route to the bitter end and a victory. Let me at him, scoop. Nah, let me stop. Seriously. This was about as strong a return for Dunn as could have hoped for. Establishing him as a dominant badass, capable of picking opponents apart and putting them away. There was no silliness. Pretty much just an unforgiving beating by one of the best wrestlers in the world. You guys know what kind of style Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have, so I don't have to say it. You know for yourselves. You've seen it in NXT, you've seen it in NXT UK, especially. So. Now, a return to form, even if is early on, and a reviewing of Tyler Bate was exactly what the gifted worker needed. This was exactly what Pete Dunne needed. Great move by WWE. This was the right call. This was the right call, getting Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne over pretty deadly with a victory. The greatest decision that they've ever made. Greatest decision ever by WWE, Triple H, and his administration. Now, move on to the Kevin Owens show with Logan Paul. Moving on to that, WWE dug into the archives to provide heat for the upcoming United States Championship match between Kevin Owens and Logan Paul Friday night, with the latter reminding his rival of the integrity, or should I say, igniting, that he endured at his hands at WrestleMania 37. Y'all thought Logan Paul didn't remember that, but he did. But from there, a verbal back and forth ensued before Paul left Owens, grinning in pain after removing the protective brace on his arm, which was not a good idea for Kevin Owens. That was not a smart idea to do that. Knowing Logan Paul was going to target that injured wrist of Kevin Owens, that injured hand, and further damaging the injured limb. Worst I've ever seen. Just saying. Owens stuck out at Paul, giving him his props for learning before reminding him he was protected. It was not like any other WWE superstar. Paul, like Jack Nicholson's Joker and Batman, blamed Owens for making him the competitor he is today. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know the motivation from both men, which will only help advance the investment from the fans in this match that will take place at the Royal Rumble next Saturday. Here, I thought the Royal Rumble was this Saturday. I knew better to realize that it was next Saturday, because next Saturday, my Royal Rumble 2024 watch along will be live. And I'll be doing the results after that too, going over the results coming out of the Royal Rumble. going over the match that's going to happen between Kevin Owens and Logan Paul and that fatal four match, yada yada yada, such. So you guys notice these renders in the background that I have on my background on my thumbnails have changed, right? I decided to do some art. So I decided to turn them into art. As if they're paintings that I did. So if you like the background with Soul Sikoa, Randy Orton, Tyler Bate, and Pete Dunne on it, let me know. And even the thumbnail too, let me know. I feel like I did a hell of a good job with it. Anyways, told you this year I was going to be doing new things. I was going to be changing a lot of stuff. And this is only just the start of it. Making my renders look like this is only just the start of it. Now that we went over what happened with the KO show, now we can go over this women's tag team title match. The women's tag team titles are not even important at this point. They should already be burnt or taken off of TV. There's no reason why there still should be women's tag team titles on TV. I know Kayden and Katana champs are a tag team, but in reality, they're singles competitors. And they are a legit tag team. But they should be singles competitors looking to win championships in the women's division. Not having them win women's tag team championships. Women's tag team championships shouldn't even be on TV. This was a Vince and Bruce decision to have to introduce WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. This was never a Triple H decision from the start. I don't care what anybody says. So they didn't get those titles off of TV. The NXT Women's Championships need to go off TV. They need to just solely have the NXT Women's Championship and the Women's Championships on the Raw from Raw. Well, the Women's Championship on Raw and the Women's Championship on SmackDown. Those are the only Women's Championships they need to have. I know what I said. Sinuses bothered me and I still got out what I said. That wasn't going to stop me from getting out what I said. Even my eyelashes bothered me wasn't going to stop me from getting out what I wanted to say. But we're going to go over this women's tag team title match real quick before we go over versus ended in no contest like it did with Austin Theory versus Carmelo Hayes. Remember that match was supposed to go on, but it ended in no contest. It ended in no contest because the bloodline interfered. Now, Katana Chance and Kayden successfully retained their women's tag team championships over Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn. As WWE continued to highlight a division, Triple H and the creative team decided to enhance. I wish they would have. They need to focus on the singles women's tag team division and not the women's tag team division. Women's tag team division is non-existent at this point. They should not even, those women's tag team titles, like I said, should not be on TV. The only women's titles that should be on TV are NXT Women's Championship, the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships should be on TV. That's what should be on TV right now. Same with the men's. You know, the men's is great, but the women's, yeah. The only championships that need to be taken off TV now is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships and the NXT Women's Tag Team. other women's tag team the other women's championships, those make sense. Those need to be on TV. The NXT Women's Championship, that could be on TV. The Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships, yeah, those can be on TV. But not the NXT and the WWE Women's Tag Team. No. It's supposed to be a singles division, not a tag team women's division. We don't need that in WWE. We don't need that in WWE. We don't need a women's tag team division in WWE. We don't need that. At this point, if you're continuing to showcase those titles on TV, you might as well merge the women's divisions. I'm just saying. That's just me talking, all right? Now, the match, it was average to me. It wasn't much, you know. The crowd struggled to understand this match. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. They was confused. They were confused as butterflies. It was hard for them to invest in it. And thanks to a large part of the fact that Fyre and Don were not seen on TV since they popped up from out of nowhere on the December the 22nd episode. Instead, the focus here was on Bailey and Damage Control at ringside, as Asuka and Kairi Sane prepared to challenge for the titles. So that's what happened with that. We move on from that to AJ Styles versus LA Knight, which was a nothing match. So obviously this was pretty much a waste of time, so to speak. I mean, the Bloodline interfered. They didn't even let the match continue. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest here. AJ Styles and LA Knight picked up where they left off. Picked up where they left off. The match ended in no contest. Where did they pick up and left off from? Absolutely nothing. That's where they picked up from. Even though it was an insane little match, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't, you know. I just look at this as a match that highlighted the dislike between Knight and Styles. That's the way I look at it, you know. Both of the former champs' frustration and his opponent walking over him to get to Roman Reigns. Now, unfortunately, it came to an abrupt end, just like I said, with the Bloodline interfering. You know, from Uso, you know, the distraction from Uso that allowed Sikoa to wipe out both Knight and Styles. The match was called off, and the heels dominated. They demanded Randy Orton to come to the ring. They who? Solo Sikoa. He was the one that demanded Randy Orton to come in. So that's where we got Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa as the main event of the evening. Sorry, excuse me, my eyes, allergies, and all this shit is bothering me. So sorry, y'all. I don't know why my sinuses and my eyelashes would be bothering me at this time of the night. I don't like that. So now I'm not going to be able to close my eyes. Now when I open, now my eyelashes and my eyes are going to start feeling weird. It's going to start feeling like one of my eyelashes is sticking my eyeballs. It's probably going to be feeling like that tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways, Chaos reigned supreme late in the main event, putting Orton against Solo's Sikoa. With planned interference from Jimmy Uso, backfiring as Styles and Knight attacked him. The momentary distraction threatened to derail Orton, but he instead dropped the enforcer and RKO for the win. The Viper dealt KOs to his Royal Rumble opponents. For ultimately pretty much fell prey to a Superman punch from Roman Reigns, who proceeded to finally sign the contract for the January 27th title defense. Now, just a reminder, Orton did drop him while charging for a spear with the RKO. Him as in Roman Reigns. The Apex Predator stood tall to close out the show. Now, WWE is at its best when it comes to booking towards a destination. This last month of shows en route to the Royal Rumble have been stalled. Friday SmackDown was no different. From the focus on the four-way program over the Undisputed Universal title to the intensification of the feud between Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, and the renewed emphasis on the women's tag division, the inclusion of respective top contenders. Damage Control. The show wasted no time in progressing stories and highlighting the most important stars. Added to that, the reemergence of Pete Dunne and the short but sweet video packages setting up Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament next week. You have billing blocks for next week's Royal Rumble Eve show, which will be the WWE SmackDown Royal Rumble Go Home show. The in-ring could be better, but it was an angle-heavy broadcast this week, and everything, almost everything, pretty much hit. Yeah, I mentioned something about that. The in-ring could have improved a little bit more. It needs to improve a little bit. Just a tiny bit. It's been great, but I think you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Anyways, that's gonna do it for your SmackDown results. I'm getting the heck out of here finally. I'm ready to get off this. Thing. If you're enjoying your time here with me, I'm sitting up here stuttering. I can't even get my words right. If you guys enjoyed your Friday night here with me watching SmackDown, let me know. Hit the thumbs up because I don't see no likes. Number one. Number two, somebody did subscribe to the channel. So thank you to the new subscriber that subscribed. Really appreciate it. It's always great to get new subscribers along the way. Subscribe. I think all we need is about at least 8-9 more subscribers, and we will officially be at 680. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and hit the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's weekend. And I'm actually streaming Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tomorrow night, I believe. We'll see. We'll see though. Depends on if I feel like it. My WWE 2024 Royal Rumble watch along will definitely be scheduled for next week, as well as my SmackDown watch along for next week's Go Home show. If anybody have any questions about anything, just shoot me a DM or message me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll respond. Or you can even let me know in the comments when the stream ends. Anyways, thank y'all for being here. I'm getting the heck out of here. Peace, and I should see you guys tomorrow for some Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 content here on the channel. I'm out of here.